Shalom. Shalom, Yesharala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, and in this quick lesson, it's in this quick lesson we're going to get into, we are blessed to have the truth in these times, right? We are blessed, tremendously blessed to have the truth in these times because, right, we ultimately know the end game of this whole thing, right? Now we won't be able to tell you the details of how everything is going to happen, right? But what we can tell you that, bro, it all ends in America being destroyed, right? We can tell you that, man. We can tell you prophecy, which means to say before what's going to happen before it happens, right? To a degree, right? According to the scriptures that we've been given. Then on top of that, we understand Yahweh Bashem Shah to a degree, right? We understand that, what judgment is, right? The fact that he put judgment on us, that's why we're in this low condition. And that sooner or later that, we're going to be put on top when Yahweh Shah gets back, right? So it's called Yahweh Bashem Shah, that we are blessed, as scriptures go to, man. Blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. Spiritual meaning, man. So we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I'm going to go ahead and get that. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord of Yahweh Bashem Shah is his treasure. Right? So, as I said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. So the wisdom and the knowledge that the Lord, that Yahweh Bashem Shah has given us to be in the know in this time is going to keep us stable, right? That's why we get excited when things like what's going on with Iran, Israel, United States. We get excited when we hear stuff like that happen, war talks, right? We get excited when we start hearing about, they about to go digital and stuff. We get excited about them things when your average Smo Joe, aka 2/3 unbelievers, meaning they don't. They get more and more worried by the day, right? They on edge, right? That's why you really, according to what Colossians chapter 4 verse 6, if I'm not mistaken, that's why you really gotta walk in wisdom towards the people that are without, because, bro, a lot of these people are like on hanging on by a thread to their sanity, right? That are in the know of what's going on, at least, right? Not not the people that's, don't really watch the news. All they care about is, game, partying, bunch of bullshit, right? The ones that care, they hanging on by a thread, man. The gas prices going up, right? Before you know it, food gonna skyrocket. Everything is costing more because we're pretty much in war, right? And it's only a matter of time before China and Russia really gets involved. It's only a matter of time. Well, they are involved to a degree, but really getting involved, we finna fight too, type stuff, right? But yeah, man, we are tremendously blessed to have this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, because we understand, why Yahweh Bashem Shah did what he did, right? We understand why we're in the condition that we in and why he put us in this condition. And ultimately, it really just boils back, man. What can you even say to Yahweh Bashem Shah anyway? The scriptures goes into, man, what shall the clay say to the potter? Why hast thou made thee thus? You can't say shit. anyways, right? So the ones that the Lord allowed to get a smidget of understanding. So because Elder Monatazaba, GMS South Carolina, 08, he'll do lessons on stuff like that, right? It'd be people like, so you mean to tell me we worship a God that makes us go off, and we go off, and now we're being punished for it? I'm not serving no God like this. Like, okay, that's you. That's you. Don't serve him. You're gonna wish you did. When he brings your deepest and darkest fears that he gave you to life. Because a lot of people people fail to realize a lot of people can talk right now when you're able to go to your local grocery store. When the Lord is literally providing for you. Matter of fact, let me get that. I think it's 2nd Esdras. Let me get that. I think it's 2nd Esdras now, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, let's find out. Yep. 2nd Esdras chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 9. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 9. It says, Then shall they be in pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Torments, talking about the 2/3. Right? They're gonna dwell in torments, man. They're gonna be in a pitiful case. Right? That's abuse is what Yahweh Bashem Shah ways, man. Like, just not following the law, statute, commandments, or not even trying to, not moving in the fear of Yahweh Bashem Shah at all. Verse 10, it says, For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Right? A lot of people don't understand. Like, when you be talking about, I don't want to serve a God like that, bro. That same God, the only one and true living God, Yahweh Bashem Shah. Allah Shah is a great demon-like power, right? He's the reason why you're even able to eat and move around as it is. But hey, the Lord blesses us with understanding on that. He ever created the wicked for the evil day. So it's like, okay, so it's gonna come a time where the Lord's gonna get him. Matter of fact, this is in the same chapter. I could jump down to verse 13. It says, And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, who the world is created. It's like, who the world is and whom the world is created. Okay, it's like it. Right. So Lord lets us know, like, don't be worried about it. Don't worry about how I'm gonna get there, because I'm gonna get them. But worry about the ones that are in the fight, that are serving Yahweh Bashem Shah. Right? And we've been blessed to know these things, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get what I want to get. John chapter 8, verse 32. It says, And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Right? Free mentally, man. It's like you're free mentally, free in the mind. Right? You're no longer in the matrix, just operating in the matrix. Right? Now you got some people that wanted to go back to the matrix, be like, fuck, I know this shit fake, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Right? That's the people that fell out. Them are the people who fell out, because once you hear about the truth, it sticks with you the rest of your life. Right? It sticks with you the rest of your life, and that's why your judgment is gonna be so bad. Because and you still chose this world over the Lord. Hey man, so be it. That's on you. That's your fault. That's your problem. It is what it is. Right? And it says, and ye shall know the truth, man. So with us knowing this truth, right, we've been gifted to understand pretty much everything that's going on. We understand everything that's going on is prophecy. Right? things that apostles, elders been saying for years are happening now, right? And it's a beautiful thing, because all it does for us is just increase our faith more. Or for everybody else, they get more and more scared. Like, damn, like they might be right. Now you got people really trying to look into the Hebrew Israelites. Now you got people really starting to watch GMS, because these other camps ain't telling you this shit. Well, not shit, but they ain't telling you this. They ain't going into prophecy. ICPK, IUIC. They not doing all that. They're lying to you in your face, right? And they're going to continue to lie until they can't no more, until they're blue in the face. They're going to continue to lie until they're blue in the face. Simple as that. And then it's going to eventually, with them waxing words, as it says in 2 Timothy 3:13, right? Evil man and seducer shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Right, so as they begin to do that, guess what? You're gonna have more people leaving them congregations, because they're gonna realize, damn, they full of shit. Right, it's gonna be more men leaving those congregations now. It's gonna be maybe few sincere women, maybe, but majority is gonna be men that's leaving them. They're gonna be like, hell, look, the man is leaving the church. That's in the prime example right there. Majority of men are leaving the church. Women are the ones that really be in the churches, not the man. Right, because men understand that it's really bullshit, to be honest. It's like you're going to a comedy show. Doom, 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 doom. With all that music and yelling and you read not even a full scripture yet, you read one word. And. It's just like some stupid shit. Right? It's like, not to stray too far from the topic, but just saying. While these people are getting more worried, we're getting more excited. And if you're one of the people that's getting more worried, then you clearly don't understand the truth, let alone what's going on. Right? Scriptures tell us not to worry. Right? Not to worry. Man, let me get it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yep. This is Isaiah chapter 41. There it goes. Yep, Isaiah chapter 41. And what is it? Verse 14. Yep, 41. Isaiah chapter 41 and I'm going to get verse 13. It said, "For I, Yahweh thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." Right? It says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth, that shall thresh the mountains, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff." Right? So you have to believe, this, man. The Lord tell us not to fear not. He telling you that, man. Matter of fact, I'm finna give you spiritual power to be able to take down these governments, right? Because that's what it means to thresh the mountains. Mountains goes into governments usually. Yeah, it goes into government power, right? So God's gonna give His elect, right? His elect man powers to destroy this place, spiritual powers. And Yahushua gonna be destroying this, right? And even if He didn't give you spiritual power, guess what? The Lord's with you. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob." The worm being defenseless, don't have anything, so we ain't got nothing to worry about, right? You can read also Psalm 34th chapter. That's a good one. You can read Revelation 3:10. The Lord's gonna be with us in the hour of temptation, right? Isaiah 65, 14, 15, around that area, right? Sirach 2, it's countless of scriptures you could go into that really reminds you not to worry, Now, yes, you are going to be tempted because scripture says you're going to be scarcely saved. So you're going to be saved by the, as they say, the skin of your teeth. You're going to be saved by the skin of your teeth. But guess what? You're going to be saved. It's by faith. Ephesians 2:8. Yeah, through faith are you, for by grace are you saved through faith. And not of yourself, man. So it's all according to your belief in Yahweh Hashem Shai if you're going to make it. Because what Yahweh Shai said, when I come to earth, shall I find faith? He's looking for people that believe in him. Right? And the only way that it wouldn't matter if you believed in him, if you are, if you took the MOTB. Right? It's not because of your skin color, your race. No. If the Lord, allows you to get this understanding, it don't matter. Look, you can look white as snow, but if the Lord bless you to understand this truth, then you by default a Jake. You by default an Israelite, because only Israelites can understand it. Elect meaning, right? Not saying that you are elect, because Scripture says many are called, but few are chosen. But yeah, you're an Israelite if you're able to understand his wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Right? But damn, what was I saying just a second ago? See, that's Satan. I'm already forgetting. No way to come back. I'm gonna go ahead and get this last one. Dang it, I just took it off on accident. Proverbs 28. So this is Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 5. It says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh understand all things. Right? So we live around a bunch of evil people, man. Of course they're not going to understand judgment. AKA the 2/3. They're not going to understand why the Lord put you in a situation that you put you in. Well, they're not going to understand why we going into war, right? Their hopes is in, oh man, America bounce back. America can just bounce back. Shows you how simple Jake is, man. Right? Because only Jake is the ones that are thinking that America's going to be able to last literally forever. They in that Psalms 49:11 spirit, which is what the Edomites are in. And Jake is right along with them. 2/3 of Jake. Oh yeah, America, man, they just gonna bounce back like they always do, man. We got that military might. How that shit looking now? Iran is making us look weak as hell. But then again, they've been preparing for 27 years, and they got some help, right? So it's like, damn, like yeah, Iran is really doing something. Just holding, the fact that they holding out as long as they holding out is already enough. Already. Right? But only the hopeful elect, they're gonna understand these things. They're gonna understand that, hey, this is cool. This is all part of the prophecy. Right? This is how the Lord wants things to go. As far as everybody else, they're praying that America bounce back. Oh man, Lord, please have America. No. We're so glad that the Lord is not listening to y'all prayers. He's not listening to that shit. Right? The Lord tells us not to pray for these people anyways, man. Right? Because if you do, he's just not gonna hear you. He's gonna act like, what was that? I thought I heard some shit. That's pretty much how you're gonna be. Now if is there something wrong with praying for your family member to be better? Okay, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But to just pray for them, just to be like, oh Lord, I really hope that they be able to accomplish their goals and all that. It's just like, man, that Lord ain't really hearing that shit, really. Right? No, if you're praying for your mom and your dad, that's fine. You're supposed to honor your father and mother. Supposed to. But let's be honest. No, fuck these people, bro. You have to have within the back of your mind, including your family, that they're gonna betray you. Anybody that's not a part of the truth can be used. It's just like the Matrix, man. Anybody in that Matrix, anybody can be used as a agent easily. Like they said, oh, you see that woman in a red dress? Look again. Agent right there with the gun in his face. It's like, damn. That's literally, everybody can be used like that. in this world. Once you come out the matrix, which is you coming into the truth, you see everything. Damn it, my voice again, man. You see everything for what it is. Salaki, man, I say. But yeah, you see everything for what it is. Simple as that. You know? But yeah, man. That's all I really had on my spirit, man. We're just blessed to, to have this truth in these times and being unknown, right? There's comfort in being in the know, right? Like I said, we might not know every little detail. We could guess. We could kind of guess what's happening, but we got a general sense of what's going to happen. America's going to lose, right? And the elect are going to get delivered out of it. And we just pray and hope that we are part of that. But anyways, Lord willing, I was edified. I want to end it up by saying, Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Grand Millstone. And until next time, I say, Shalom, Yesharallah.